You are creating an ASP.NET application by using the .NET Framework. The application will be accessed by Internet users. You plan to enable users to authenticate from the client-side script. You add the following code fragment in the web.config file of the application.image. You need to configure the application to ensure user credentials are validated against Active Directory by using the client-side script. Which two actions should you perform? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Choose two. Option A. Configure the application to use the Active Directory Membership Provider class. Configure the application to use the Client Windows Authentication Membership Provider class. Option B. Add the following code fragment to the web.config file of the application. Authentication mode equals none. Option C. Add the following code fragment to the web.config file of the application. Authentication mode equals forms. Option D. Add the following code fragment to the web.config file of the application. Authentication mode equals Windows. The correct answer is option A, D. You are creating an ASP.NET application by using the .NET Framework. User accounts in Active Directory are configured to provide access to resources. You need to ensure that users can access the resources through the application. Which XML fragment should you use in the web.config file? Option A. Authentication mode equals forms, identity impersonate equals false. Option B. Authentication mode equals forms, identity impersonate equals true. Option C. Authentication mode equals Windows, identity impersonate equals false. Option D. Authentication mode equals Windows, identity impersonate equals true. The correct answer is option D. You are creating an ASP.NET application by using the .NET Framework. Users are authenticated against the web server by using a custom single sign-on (SSO) provider. You need to select an authentication mode in the web.config file. Which authentication mode should you select? Option A. None. Option B. Forms. Option C. Passport. Option D. Windows. The correct answer is option B. You are creating an ASP.NET application by using the .NET Framework. You deploy the application to a remote server. The application contains form submissions, query string parameters, cookies, and view state properties. The application connects to a database. You need to ensure that SQL injection attacks are minimized. Which three actions should you perform? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Choose three. Option A. Constrain and sanitize user input. Option B. Use parameterized SQL statements. Option C. Use a least privileged database account. Option D. Display error information so that errors can be resolved. Option E. Convert all stored procedures to dynamic SQL and use the SP_execute SQL system stored procedure. The correct answer is option A, B, C.